Hi! I got pie in my teeth. Hi! Fancy meeting you here in this little old place. I'm Tish, and this is Echo Echo. Off center. Echo Echo. Like, I'm eating pie. I'm sorry. Yesterday, tragedy. Okay, I was supposed to film this video yesterday. Yeah, there you go. And I dropped, so when I come in to the office, this is my new scrunchie from, can you see it? Selkie. And behind me, you can't see it. It's sort of a skirt. It goes over, it's open in the front, but it looks like a big flowing skirt. I had to get 4X because it was the only size that was available left, and it was on special, so I'm like, look. Anyway, my pie, and I walk it in, and it's on a cutting board because it's boiling hot, and just checking if I am not on mute. Anyway, then, what am I talking about? Oh, I'm walking through the door, and it does slip around sometimes. I'm like, ooh. And yesterday, fell on the ground, and the whole bowl went in the pool, and lost it. Absolutely gutted. Anyway, I'm scrambling because it's boiling hot. The puppies are there. Oh, where are the puppies? They're so big now. I'm trying to stop them from eating it because it's boiling hot, and they're puppies, and they don't know any better. And I'm like, get away! And I can't pick it up quickly because it's boiling hot. And then I didn't film a video because I was just like, oh no, I can't swear yet. What's on my face? That's dog food. Anyway, it's gonna be quiet. I know, quiet November. The stream last week, so good, so fun. If you have not watched the stream, the roast, it was just hilarious. So fun. Thanks to Karina and Savannah Marie. And we are going to do some more tarot streams. Like, we're excited. And hopefully Erin will join us. So that was who was going to be our other guest, Erin. But she was doing something else. And but Erin is actually she's the tarot queen. So we're looking forward to doing some tarot reading with her. And yeah, it was just really cool. And like we're all at different points in our tarot journey. But I just love that collaborative, like um, answering the questions, and we all pulled cards and stuff. It was great. As well as the dressing up, and Savannah and Karina slayed us. Okay. We were just like, we're not worthy, we're not worthy. Anyway, thanks to a certain subreddit, hi, got just over 1,000 subscribers. If I'm ever the topic of a conversation, I don't know. That seems weird, even somebody with 2,000. Like, wondering how old Val and Gus are, saying they're teenagers. And if you do think they're teenagers, then, basically you're crapping all over a couple of teenagers. Good work. Yeah. And why do you need to know how old they are? It doesn't matter. You know? Um, why does anyone want to go real world? Editing Tish here. The other thing I would like to highlight with the subreddit is that Gus and Val are not girls. They are not women. Okay? They're not ladies. They're not girlies. They're not. They're not. So please stop misgendering them. Val is non-binary, and their pronouns are they, them. Okay? And Gus is trans, and their pronouns, in order of preference, is he, him, they, them, her, she, her. Okay? It's really easy just to have that basic level of respect for who these people are. Obviously they're my people, so I love them dearly. But even I sometimes get it wrong. However, it was not difficult to adjust. It's just, it is what it is. So stop misgendering them, please. Thank you. I mean, stop any sort of like crapo bullying. But yeah, that's one that actually is very hurtful, and it's an easy one to fix. Wouldn't want to be accused of being transphobic now, would you? Especially when so many of you had so much to say when Angelique was transphobic. Wouldn't be any hypocrites in the house, would there? Anyway, back to probably ranting about something else. Just seems to me that there's a bunch of nosy people, and the motives are questionable. If you're spending your time obsessing about the life of some very small content creators, doing anti-MLM, what? Like, what? Do you want to? I don't know. It just seems like there's other things that you could be upset about. Yeah? Anyway, it did bother me a little bit. More that, like, more that I'm just like, I have cultivated an audience with, being myself, and I don't really censor myself, except in the first, like, 5 minutes of a video, so that I can not get demonetized. But I've only been monetized for 2 months, and I've not got paid yet because I haven't earned enough to get paid. So it's not like it's a big ambition of mine. I have a really well-paying full-time job. Okay. Yeah. So it was more that, like, I was watching what I was saying, and I wasn't enjoying making content because I could see all of this criticism over the stupidest things. It was making me angry, to be honest. Like giving trigger warnings. Or, being a considerate human for how people can be triggered by certain topics because they have trauma. Yes, that was one of the complaints in the subreddit, that everybody goes over the top with trigger warning. And the other ridiculous thing, everybody goes way over the top with protective language. Do you want to get sued? I don't know if how it works from Australia, if I can get sued or whatever, but I fucking don't want to get sued, FYI. Especially a multi-level marketing company, because they make a lot of money. They'd clean me out. So, in my opinion, it's okay to use protective language. In fact, it's fucking necessary for what we do. So that was another ridiculous thing. Anyway, I was watching Erin's... Oh, God, Frida's like snoring her head off. I was watching Erin's stream with Doug Wood, and I went, do you know what? I need to get the fuck back to doing... Maybe there was some criticism about being crass. Swearing? Why do you have to swear so much? In immortal words, not immortal, in the words of Peter Mon, get fucked. I will swear a lot. I'm Australian. It is a second language. It is the main language. Okay? There is an entire culture around the word cunt. It is my birthright, and I will say it. So shall it be? Anyway, let's get to it. Look, I had to send my iPad away, and I bought a new iPad. And it's smaller, and I didn't realize that it wasn't compatible with the Apple II pen. So I had to get a fucking Apple I pen, and I've just put like a screen protector on that is for like drawing. It's really good for drawing, and it didn't go on properly the first time, of course. And it was like perfect. It was like one bubble. Then when I put it in the fucking case, it came off. So I'm like really annoyed. I'm working on a drawing, and I already did a drawing on my other iPad, which has been sent away, and I didn't get it off, but I couldn't get it off before I sent it away, so I had to do a new drawing for my true crime series, which is coming soon. Okay. Anyway, so Doug Wood, he sucks, and I was inspired. I gotta get back on his. I gotta get back on his case. So here I am. Don't know what I'm gonna watch, but that video of Aaron's, you gotta go watch it. It was wild. Oh, hang on. He called everybody bitches twice. So in the video that Aaron, oh, it's on Instagram. In the video that Aaron watched, he called everybody. He said, "Don't don't be a little bitch" or something like that. And then is that it? I think it is. Oh damn it! Is it gonna disappear? Damn it! I think it's it was on our story and it's expired. Damn. This crust is so good today. I did really good crust. Also, Palestine, free Palestine. The state of Israel is currently a pile in the roof of my mouth. It's like taking away from my anti-war message at the moment. But the state of Palestine, the state of Israel is currently waging a genocide on the Palestinian people. It's wrong. And it's a really easy thing to say is wrong. The other thing that's been happening, if you want to check out the XYZ podcast, seriously, Val has such a gift with editing. We did way more talking than is on it, and like the way Val edits is amazing. They are bloody amazing. I was thinking about that one. Oh, and I was going to watch these little short ones. Oh, cringe. Okay. I've got a couple of little short ones now. Guess what, everybody? Vimeo. Gold, absolute gold mine. Oh, that's right. Hang on. Their Facebook group is open. I gotta go to Instagram. This is gonna be fun. So much fun. Because I sang. I'll show you what I'm looking at now. What does even two say? Oh yeah, that's what I want. Let's go here. Oh no. So you can see we are in the live training. Team training with Doug Wood, 14th of November. You beauty. This is an open group. Okay, if you want it, I'll try and remember to put that link in. But that's too evil. Oh god, Tia, why the heck? Where's her hair? That's weird. Who's those people? Is it them? Um, I just think Doug Wood is so vain, uh, sanctimonious. I think he's rude. I think he's fat phobic. I think he has a lot of advice that encourages disordered eating, and that he's not a very good leader. Man, this is a gold mine. The good thing is that, like, if we get kicked out as well, I think DC's got all the videos. Okay, so let's have a look at these. Bloody source 2. I'm going to have a look at these short videos. I don't know if this is one. Oh my god, why is my mouse not working? Are you ready? Are you ready to cringe? Absolute cringe.
Good of beats, started in the streets, now we spread overseas. Impact, legacy, giving clarity, keeping it real, how you keep longevity. Daily commitment, gotta be consistent. He's the real word and he's only persistent. What's your timeline? Get your mind right, change your attitude, go off with the hindsight. Gotta pay to play in a major way. Invest in yourself, you can start today.
What's going on, friends? Doug Wood here. As you may or may not know, 6 months ago, I had a panic moment. I wrote a book in 4 days called Church Boy to Millionaire because it was a message that had to get out and it had to get out now. Well, the good news is just this past week, it became a best-selling book, Church Boy to Millionaire. You might want to pick it up. But more importantly, my wife and I saw the need that people wanted to live their best life but don't know how. Many people won't talk about the real stuff, the stuff that goes on behind the scenes, the stuff in the marriage, the stuff in the finances, the stuff in the doubts, the questions. I decided to rip the Band-Aid off of it and let's start talking about the real issues. So you know what? My family and I, we are currently on a massive momentum tour. Yes, we're talking about the book, but you know what we're really talking about is the real stuff. The stuff you deal with on the day-to-day basis, the stuff in our marriages, the stuff in our finances.
Optavia, you're talking about Optavia. That's what you're really talking about.
Because that's what we want to help people win. I believe in the message that's in the book, but more importantly, I believe in each and every person and every family starting to thrive again. My family and I are currently on a United States tour, helping families, helping people thrive and win again. You know, I'm just a dad, I'm a husband, I'm a coach, and a speaker. Throughout.
What sort of coach are you, Doug? Because if you're an Optavia coach, that's something you should probably disclose.
Throughout the next couple of months, we are coming to a city near you. You can go to massivemomentumtour.com, and we want to see you there.
Okay, we need to go back to the beginning because Heart of the Hustle? Is that what it is? What is this? What is happening? That looks like drunk guy. Like, it does. I've seen men do this, like where they get real close and they're like, "It's us, man. It's fucking us too. You know, it was always us too." And they're like gripping each other's necks when they're like too drunk. Look, I'm Tia. I have too much self-terror. My name's Tia. Woo! That was not an ad hominem attack, okay? I think everybody's too tanned. Especially, like, I was just talking to Val about this. Bradley Cooper, too tanned. He's always breathless. I can't stand him. Like, there's like Doug. Val showed this video of him. It's the middle of the day in Arizona, and Savannah said people die in that heat, so... But he's, like, delivering an inspirational message, and he is, like... It was so funny. Okay, let's keep going.
Legacy, can't forget clarity.
Impact, legacy, something, integrity. Ooh, oh, sorry, heart of a hustler. Is that what the beginning was? Okay, let's go. Let's go back.
Heart of the hustle, conquer the beast.
Heart of the hustle, conquer the beast.
Start in the States, now we spread overseas.
Start in the States, now we spread overseas. Do you mean the Optavia business that you seem to think? Okay, let's keep listening.
Legacy, can't forget clarity.
Impact, legacy, Kemperkey. Legacy? No, I said legacy.
Real how you keep longevity.
Keeping it real so you keep longevity. Oh my god. I'm wrapping this for next Halloween, okay? Part of the hustle. Oh, I've missed making content. Yeah, because I'm like enjoying giving it shit.
Daily commitment, gotta be consistent. He's the real one and he's only persistent.
Keep the real dog wood, and he's not only persistent. Persistent? You know, Tish, you know the difference between persistent and persistent, my god. He's talking about, like, that's Optavia shit right there.
Timeline, get your mind right.
What's your timeline? Get your mind right. What's your timeline? What? What's your timeline in a song? Oh my god.
Attitude, with the hindsight, gotta pay to play in a major way.
Oh, really? Isn't that interesting to hear in song form? Gotta pay to play.
Invest in yourself, you can start today.
Invest in yourself, you can start today. What does that mean? Because I think it means join Optavia, not read your book. Now, hey, I need to do a book review but I don't want to pay for it. There is a way. Oh, Mid-Size Blondie. This is a call. This is a call to arms. Mid-Size Blondie, if you have that book, can you please loan? If we can exchange, I'll send you, I don't know, something. I just want to read the book. And because I'm going to make a prediction, Aaron-style prediction here, that it's terrible. I don't think you need to be, like, gifted, like, you know, a fortune teller to know that.
Friends, Doug Wood here. As you may or may not know, 6 months ago I had a panic.
Who may or may not know, this is meant to be for the wider public. No one knows you except for Optavia people, Doug, and anti-MLMs. And you're a joke. Not a funny one, like, as an insult. Okay, I'm gonna stop that now. That one's pretty old. No. I think that's the one I'm gonna watch. Okay, this one's another short one as well.
Congratulations on getting your copy of Church Boy to Millionaire.
I don't think I've ever been congratulated on buying a book by the author. Congratulations on buying my book. Oh my lord, he's a joke. What a joke.
You know, I want to take you on a little bit of a deeper journey, though. I wrote this book over 2 years ago, and it's blessed thousands of lives, and I'm excited that it's going to very soon bless you and your family. This is a legacy book.
What does that mean? Aren't all books legacy? Like they're a legacy of the author?
Meaning it's a deep book.
Legacy meaning it's a deep book. Those two things are not... they're not related. Legacy is different to having death. This man is not very smart.
Content that, you know, might require a little bit more. So I'm going to take you through
a little bit more of what? What does that even mean? Oh my god. Captain Vague.
Of course, by clicking the link below, I'm going to walk you through the journey. We're going to really learn to debunk some of our money myths that we were born into, or maybe that came from family or previous generations. We're going to talk about what does it really mean to confront the beast. We're going to also discover and really go a little bit deeper into our unique ability and understand how do we get paid for that? How do we make a stronger, bigger impact on this world? So click the link below, come go with me, and we're going to go to the next level.
Come go with me and we're going to go to the next level. That's the man. That's the man who said, buy my book. I'm an author. I wrote this book. I'm a good author. It's really deep. And he just said, come go with me. Also, he became a millionaire because he is in a multi-level marketing company. He's always been a church boy. That's not different. But becoming a millionaire, his way to become a millionaire was to sell dusty feelings and fat phobia. So what is the advice to people? Because in the very quick look that I just had of all those, like, sort of the courses, and I would love to do the course now, I'll see if I can find it. They seemed like they were personal development questions, you know, like, what are your burdens and what are your blessings? And there's him in the boxing. But he was dressed in, was that boxing thing? Wasn't he wearing like a normal office shirt? It wasn't even a boxing outfit. Yeah. Why would you just be wearing, like, what? That's so weird. Oh, Doug, we're gonna make up. We're gonna go and do the stock pictures for your e-course. Oh yeah, okay. I'll wear my suit. You're doing the promos for the e-course. I want to look good. Okay. Oh, I got an idea about mindset number 2. Confront the beast family chains. Like I could be a boxer. Oh yeah, Doug. Did you got a boxing outfit? No. I'll just put some boxing gloves on. Oh yeah, sounds good, mate. Click on the boxes to type your answers. To do. Does he? I can understand now why Erin thought that the video that she was doing was a parody. But it's kind of how he is just generally. He's so serious that it borders on farce. You know, like this is a persona, like a Borat style. Like this is his MLM thing. Oh look, and it's Valor Global Online. That's the school that he has opened. Oh, that seems strange because the school is for children. It doesn't seem like this book is. It seems like this book is for families and like parents. Yeah, so what a joke. This is just ridiculous. Let's see if there's anything else. I don't think there is. He's a joker. Where is my mouse? He's still talking behind that thing. Okay. Oh god. You can't really see what's happening because it's daytime and this man is burning his own book. Alright, let's watch it.
Folks, it's time to light yourself on fire. Get your life fired up. This ain't no practice life. Week in, week out, month in, month out, we could scroll through our feed, blame everybody, blame the government, blame somebody else, but you know what? It's time to start taking personal responsibility. I break that down in Church Boy to Millionaire. Click the link below. Shipping is on you, book is on me. Let's go, baby. Light yourself on fire.
I'm sorry, what? Hang on, he said something that there was so much, and that was 39 seconds. This is a call out to the behaviour panel. I really need you to cover Dougwood, okay? Really, like, desperately want the behaviour panel to cover him. And I think Erin would second that. Erin, let me know. So we'll just email campaign the behaviour panel. Anyway, why are you burning your own book? That's so dumb. I'm sorry, that's a really silly thing to do. And it's daytime, you can't even, like, why not have, you know, like, when things are hot, that's what you mean, like it's heating up. If it was animated, you could have, like, the fire around it, saying, like, look how hot this book is. No, you're just holding a book that's burning. And then you throw it on the ground with a shitty jacket, like the jacket's all singed, and not his jacket, like the jacket of the book. And then you said the book's on me. You pay for the shipping. How the hell do you become a bestseller when your book is free? Oh, there's probably a PDF. I'm going to look for a PDF, okay? Who am I talking to? Camera. All right. He worded something really badly at the beginning, and I was like, oh my god, what a joke.
Folks, it's time to light yourself on fire. Get your life fired up. This ain't no practice life.
This ain't no practice life. That is such poor word. This ain't no practice. Like, we know you didn't have to repeat life. It's just there's so many weird choices in this. The jacket, the setting, like he's all, if we're looking at a composition, I suppose, no, the rule of thirds works for the background. But the colour, like, if he was in something a little more complementary to his background, like black, just plain black would have been better. Oh, and we can see all of his crew in his sunglasses, nice work. Oh, I'd love to see if someone has a fire extinguisher, because I fucking need one.
Week in, week out, month out, we could scroll through our feed, blame everybody, blame the government, blame somebody else, but you know what? It's time to start taking personal responsibility. I break that down in Church Boy to Millionaire. Click the link below. Shipping is on you, book is on me. Let's go, baby. Light yourself on fire.
Oh my god, he had plain khakis on. He had cream-coloured pants on. My god. Light yourself on fire, baby. Weird. What do you mean? I don't think people light themselves on, like, they light a fire underneath, like, the wording. I don't, like, your poetic language devices are terrible. Alright, is there another short one that I saw? That was terrible. No. There was an old one that I wanted to watch. So there's two from either Conference or Level Up. Alright, one is called Some Will, Some Won't, So What, I think. And the other one is something with another dude. So we're going to watch, I think, the one with the other dude. It's half an hour. I apologize, this is going to be a long video. But I bet you I'm going to get
We're back from dinner. It's Friday night. We're with 3,500 of the most incredible human beings that we could possibly be with. Give ourselves a round of applause.
How many times must they do that at an Optavia conference? I can't remember what this dude's name is. What is it Brad Miller or something? Big John Boy, Jimmy Joe Johnson, some odd name. I got it from Vimeo. Vimeo rocks, man. I might make myself bigger if, depending on how disgusted I get. I am pleased at the length of those pants. I don't want to see his ankles, okay? I appreciate that he has pants all the way to his shoes. It's a win in my books.
Absolutely. Well, you know what? How many of you know how to massively screw up your business?
Or what you could do, right?
Oh, that's right. Because Doug's a comedian. The name of this that conference speech is How to Screw Up Your Business.
You're like, you don't want to know. You kind of want to know. You're like, where are you guys going with this tonight?
Yes. So I love this topic. It's been referred to in the past as the spank talk. Dan Bell used to give it, but he's promoted us to giving it now. It's nice. We get to do the fun stuff with you tonight.
You know what, actually, Brad? I know we're going to start. You don't want to know. You kind of want to know. You're like, where are you guys going with this tonight?
Yes. So I love this topic. It's been referred to in the past as the spank talk. Dan Bell.
What the fuck is that mean? Does that mean? Sorry, is that mean? The spank talk? As in, you get a spanking? What? The other thing that was disgusting about the video that Erin did the other day, not Erin, about Doug's video, is he was talking about hump day, and then he went on and on about humping. Shut the fuck up. I don't want to know about a married man and his wife's sex life? No one does. Self. So it just makes me really uncomfortable when they always talk about sex. It's so common. All of these churchy Joes get in and they're on these things, and like I've seen Kevin Tinter and Becca do it, and Doug do it. I'm like, I don't care about your white people sex. I don't care about your sex. Just shut up. Wouldn't be here. I would have a YouTube channel. Would not be as popular. It is not popular, but I appreciate you. Oh, here's looking at you, everybody who watches my videos. Thank you.
But he's promoted us to give you it now. It's nice. We get to do the fun stuff with you tonight.
You know what, actually, Brad? I know we're going to start off and have a little fun here.
Yes.
What do you say we give the Dan and Wayne show a little bit of a challenge?
I think we could. Huh? What do you think?
Hey, let's see if they've transferred the skills.
All right. You think we're ready?
Okay.
Okay. All right. Well, first, since Dr. A got to go down memory lane, I think we get to go down memory lane a little bit. Are you guys okay if we go down memory lane for a second?
Let's do it.
All right. And if I'm truly going to get in the mood, there's been some really good jackets I've seen you in over the years.
Okay.
Tonight's is particularly good.
I like this one.
Embarrassing.
But I think I want to bring back like an oldie but goodie. Tia, you got me? All right.
Oh!
Tia, do you got
He's
me?
been in retirement for a couple of years now.
Not anymore, baby.
Yeah.
Okay, you pulled that out of the glass case.
It's not a Michael Jackson, but it's good.
All right. Golly. Lots of love in that jacket. You know what? I still love my Dr. A Sundance jacket.
Yes.
You sneak into his cabin at Sundance.
Don't tell him we did
slip
this.
it on. When no one's looking, I'm like, Brad, take a quick picture. Well, he now knows we snuck.
That is so weird. Snuck into the... What is Dr. A? He's not the CEO, but he maybe the founder of Optavia? He's just a random anesthesiologist who decided to cash in on fat people. Doug put his coat on and asked this dude to take a picture of him. Because that's real normal. Hey, Brad, take a picture of me wearing this anesthesiologist's jacket. My God.
Don't tell him that we did that. The things you get in trouble with like early on in the years. But guys, in all reality, we've been doing this a few years. We've shared the stage a few different times.
Yeah, we've done lots
Thanks
of
for the
trainings.
close-up.
We've made a ton of mistakes, and we want to share some things tonight to help accelerate your growth and eliminate some of the mistakes that we've made, and Brian and JC, and a lot of us have. Is that cool? Like, let's speed this thing up. So as you can see, well, Brad, we've been doing this a long time. Brad, I think we should start off with our first photo we ever took together. Someone took it of us. What in the heck were we doing, though?
That actually was the opening night of convention. We caught eyes at the restaurant. Emotions ran high.
Emotions ran high.
I was putting the vibe out.
Oh yeah. We were playing some outdoor chess. That was awesome.
In all reality, what I'm excited to share with this, Doug and I have had a great friendship over the last 10 years, and we've helped a lot of lives, and we love helping other people.
What is this picture, and who are these men? I did not understand it. We've helped a lot of people. Sure. So another way through in the 1%, making money off the rest.
Will continue to win, and I love that picture because we were probably in a similar place where a lot of you guys are right now. This might be your first, second, or third event. You're probably just starting to get an idea of what you have in your hands. You don't really know what it is yet, but you can feel it in here. You guys know what I'm talking about? And so I want you guys to know that what we're going to go over tonight is going to be very helpful for you because we've gone the hard way. We don't want you guys to do what we've done before, and we've been in the same seat that you guys have been, and we want you guys to continue to succeed because if over time you stay consistent, that's what's going to be your future. So we also have some. So what's cool about this is we've trained this a few different times. We're a little bit more efficient now. So would some of you guys like to see some of our slides from back in the day when we were showing some of the things that are where we're at now?
That's an absolute waste of time.
Number one.
So Doug, this was your slide. You put a lot of time into this one. How to blossom in TSFL. And I love this.
Yeah, it's a tree full of blossoms. But as we were preparing for this, Brad, this slide was probably made 8 years ago.
Yep.
And if you look at the root systems, everybody, nothing has really changed.
No.
We just have better language and training to it.
Yes. We also have a few more. We have a few more slides.
Yeah, it's so
they're not as pretty
cool.
as the ones we have today, but who wants to see what Euro Doug looks like from a training back in the day?
A what me?
Euro.
European
Doug.
Euro, okay.
Yeah, pull that next slide. We used to have some fun with our PowerPoints, but in training some really cool stuff down the line, we had some ideas.
No, Brad, I saw the world healthy. I saw Europe healthy before.
Graphic design is my passion. You saw your healthy. I don't need you.
We're ready to get Asia healthy. So you know what? I know you did some Photoshop on that.
I did do some Photoshopping.
Well, you know, Brad, here's a good one. And it's still true today. TSFL will be a well-paid hobby playing pin the tail on the donkey each month. You know what that means, right? You kind of go through the month, and about the 7th or the 8th, you fill out a map, kind of. Here, I just want to get it off to my mentorship team. And it was like more of a to-do list, right, Brad? And then all of a sudden, around the 28th, 30th of the month, or it's time to fill in current reality of the next month, and it's like, well, yeah, I hit my goal last month, you know, because wherever I ended up at 6,100, draw a circle around it, I hit my target.
Yeah. You also have some good slides here. Like, I don't quite get what you were going for that one, but it's a whole new world.
Well, no, okay, so this is good. So Aladdin was real popular a few years ago. And I was...
Was it? You know, he was a Muslim. He was brown. I didn't think you really liked brown people. Well, I don't think you care as long as they're with Optavia and they're not fat. That still says that stuff now. The stuff about, you know, hitting, oh, you hit your goal and you get to the end of the month and you haven't hit your goal. And you got to hit the goal. Otherwise, he doesn't get paid, you see.
Just like, you never, right? Because we never share the program with someone until I feel like we've earned the right. We have to ask lots of questions. So I was like, do you know what they want? Yes. If you do know, now it's time to share the program. And it was like, you know, a whole new world. It is. It's showing a client a whole new world when you share this gift with them. Come on, work with me here, right, guys? Hey, I think I went global off of these slides. So if I can do it, anyone can do it.
You know what is funny about that? I remember the night that you made that PowerPoint. You were so excited about that picture. You were so like happy with yourself. You thought it was genius.
Oh, hey, you know what? A lot of it's genius.
You know, right? And then we had other ones like learning how to ask referrals. Like, and I don't quite get what Rosie O'Donnell had to do with that.
These were not some of my finest, but there was a season. Okay, I'm gonna try to explain this one. There was a season that Rosie was, well, I think a lot of seasons she's been a pretty outspoken person. And I was like, you know, Rosie has no problem opening her mouth. And I was trying to teach that us as coaches should do a better job at opening our mouth. You guys, I'm serious. Many of you are...
That's an absolute lie. Ask for referrals. You're asking Rosie because she's fat. That's why she's there.
Sitting in this room, and you probably learned from this PowerPoint. If you've seen this before, come on, let's hear some love. But yeah, 2 of you, because it didn't work. Eric Hunsberger's like, this guy's sad but true. Sad but true.
We've gotten better. There's even the same core things. Like when you do teach your clients how to refer and share help, am I coaching them or are you? And so that we have,
or you, or me, or you.
You guys all know Night of the Roxbury's? And this is probably my favorite.
It's fuck. Don't eat yourself, and you don't want that blood on your hands. What the fucking hell? What is this? What? Also, it's not at the Roxbury. Not night at the Roxbury's. Fucking hell. So weird.
Favorite slide deck.
Anyone want to try to...
Why are they... This is weird. What the fuck? What is going on? This freaking PowerPoint slide theme is terrible.
That one. Guys, I kid you not, this too can get America healthy. Years ago, it worked years ago. I don't know if it worked today. But don't eat yourself, Brad.
You know what's so funny is still to this day, I think about these slides when this stuff's going on in our business.
Well, when people start placing cat orders or husband orders to try to save a few bucks when they're a co-applicant, I'm like, you're only eating yourself because it'll eventually break down and dilute your business.
Yes.
Oh, so you've never ordered when you didn't need to order. Even though I have heard him say that he and Tia don't need the food anymore because they've reached their goal and they need a different plan for eating. But they still buy the feelings to be a team player. So, you know. He's so sanctimonious, and we all know that he is up to no good as well.
And besides that, you know, you would never encourage another client to transfer to you.
Oh no, of course not.
And also, I'm pretty sure that they have ordered under ghost accounts as well. I think I can recall Aaron saying that there is a video out there where he has said, you know, order it under someone else's account, but that's not 100%. So allegedly, maybe it might have happened.
Want blood on your hands?
You now.
You don't want a
That
guilty
makes sense.
conscience?
You laugh, but you will remember this day from now on whenever you hear about a client transferring in your business.
That's right. Okay, they get better. They get better. And then we're going to really show you how to massively screw up your business. Don't do toxic.
Hey, dudes, feel free to leave Optavia anytime. Anytime. If you need a hand, just ask. There will be people in antimlm who will always offer help. Always. Oh no! It's happening. I'm getting tired. I am tired today. I can tell you, it's been a hell of a week. More hell than week. Yeah. Not allowed to talk about it because I'm not allowed to complain about my job.
Like this.
Okay, that's number one. No, okay. Avoid verbal vomit. I think this was during Halloween. I was doing a training. I'm like, yes, a pumpkin throwing up. We don't want to verbal vomit on anybody. Talked about today. Get lean. So I thought I would show somebody trimming the fat off of, I don't know.
Did you bring Aladdin back again?
Hey, Aladdin worked, okay?
Okay. All right. Okay. We had some fun.
All right.
We had some fun. All right. So tonight, you guys,
wanna
on a
see.
serious note,
Aladdin
back here,
Hey,
this is really
get lean
good.
is still being talked about. I think this was during Halloween. I was your business. Don't do talks like this, okay? That's number one. No, okay. Avoid verbal vomit. I think this was during Halloween. I was doing a training. I'm like, yes, the pumpkin throwing up. We don't want to
Okay,
verbal
so they
vomit on
didn't show
anybody.
us this
I like
slide.
the get lean back here.
Hey,
This is
get
really
lean
good.
is still being talked about today. Get lean. So I thought I would show somebody trimming the fat off of, I don't know.
Did you bring Aladdin back again?
Hey, Aladdin worked, okay?
Okay. All right. Okay. We had some fun.
All right.
We had some fun. All right. So tonight, you guys, on a serious note, we want to share with you guys, we've made the mistakes. And even before us, we've had some great mentors that have made some mistakes. We've got this thing figured out. You guys are in this room for a reason. And what we want to share with you today is like,
Oh, that's easy.
it's not a very fun.
You're in this room for a reason. We've guilted you and tricked you into coming here.
Will serve you. And I hope you guys take out your pen and paper because they're going to be simple, but top 15 ways that you could massively screw up your business. Who wants to avoid these top 15 things?
Let's avoid them, not do them.
Right? I did them and they weren't fun.
Exactly.
Yes. Okay. Let's jump into it.
Okay, number one.
All right.
What the fuck? Why are we looking at Doug from 12 years ago? Where? Do you want to be taken seriously? Guess what? Still not going to promise you an income.
As we get started here, we have a few more examples. So sometimes, just a few letters are out of arrangement, and that can impact what your message is. Doug, you were very consistent in this picture.
You know, that was my first meme I ever made.
I know you were so proud of
And
me.
it was up for 4 days. But you know, a real friend will tell you when you misspelled something on Facebook 4 days later.
That's not a meme, you fool. This man wrote a book, a bestseller.
You know, Brad, but you know, things aren't always as they appear. They're not, because your mentorship team can actually see things that you can't because they've been around a little longer. They've been working, they can see things from a different vantage point. And even though you may not know what's going on, we can see things from a different angle. So I caught Brad playing with his cactus. You know, so just understand that our support team could really help us, could really see some things from a different angle if you'd be open to hearing them. That's when a good friend sneaks a photo of that and texts it to him later.
You know, we didn't know 7 years ago that this photo would serve so many people.
Hey, we're all
It's just so dumb and pathetic. Yeah, it looks like a dick. Wow.
Learning.
It's just a cactus, you sickos. Come on. No,
All right.
That is a real photo. Doug snapped it right after. Was it an ATV tour?
It was.
It was.
Good times.
Anyways.
Number one. Dun-dun-dun. We almost need the David Letterman countdown. Number one, these are in no random order, or they are in a random order, in no particular order. See, I still can't spell or speak. Not being a product of the product. Brad, we've been talking about it all week. Corey, you said it so well yesterday.
Yeah. And as we go through some of these may seem oversimplified, but either.
Wow. If your waistline is growing, then your business is shrinking. And place a personal premiere order every. What's personal premiere? I don't know what. Wow. That's so blatant.
Someone in your business is probably hung up on one of these things at any time, or we're not speaking to anyone particularly in the room because we're all here to learn and grow. But if that shoe fits,
Lace that B up and wear it. All right.
Yeah. Because it really is. When you're in fat burn, your business is in fat burn. So that's a good one to check ourselves. Have we created new goals? Have we decided to move forward? Are we challenging ourselves? Because everything is a duplication process.
You know, I actually think this is probably, we did put this number one for a reason, because I think it does stand on this.
Yes.
You want to move your business forward, just move your health forward.
No, that's not what you mean. You mean you have to be losing weight, like all of the time. You're not allowed to be in maintenance. There's always an eye on. God damn it. Oh, can't remember. But it's not about health, because if it was about health, then I just think things would be different. We wouldn't need to have that. Can't think. I think that's a bullshit. You can still be a salesperson and sell something that you have not successfully used, especially if it's a drug or something. Yeah. I think it's terrible advice and is going to create disordered eating. I'm going to have to do this in 2 parts because I'm tired.
Number two, you can still play pin the tail on the donkey, even if it's with an Optavia symbol. But, you know, Brad, in all seriousness, the mistake is not setting our goals high enough or letting Optavia set our standards for us. You know, T and I made a decision 4 years ago to stop screwing around with our business. And when we did that, see, Dan Bell, when he created the comp plan, he decided that $6,000 in frontline volume should be frontline volume. Should be, you know, like your frontline volume version way to executive director. We're like, you know, are we going to live by Optavia's standards? Or are we going to adopt an abundance mindset and live by our standards? So we just said, you know what? Cool, thanks, Optavia. I'm going to at least double it as our non-negotiable. So we moved it to $12,000.
Oh, really? I thought it was 10,000. I honestly don't know. Sounds believable.
And you know what's interesting? When you set your goal at 12, you come in at 12,001 at the end of the month.
Yes.
Versus 6,001. It's just interesting when you take that stand for setting higher goals.
You know, we coined something early on in the day called Big Thinkers Club. And it was something that we said, hey, we're not going to let a rank or a benchmark be our standard. We're going to live in abundance because your business will operate in abundance when we operate from abundance, when you don't need that last order, when you don't have to compromise. Because has anyone ever had a hard time finishing up the month?
Oh, just everyone, dickhead. Like, honestly.
Go ahead and blink at me. The point is when we want to push through the mark. So through, not to the goal, but through the goal. This is a huge one because if you look at your business, you'll see this start to actually duplicate in your business if you focus on bare minimums.
You're darn right. All right, number three, are we taking notes? Are we writing this stuff down? Some of you guys are like, guys, this is simple. All right, stay with us. Number three, it's very simple. Not using the map, not having a goal. Print that baby out. You have the downloaded, easiest version, the best version, printed. Do you have it saved? Do you have it saved in your notes to where it comes each month like clockwork? Brad, thank you actually for being the pioneer of the map. I know it's evolved a lot, but It was something. When that was created, it helped all of our businesses massively increase. And you know what? Show of hands if you're using the map, like you have an effective map right now. Like your map, good for you. You know what? It's about 40% of us. Good news is we have something to do now.
Just the one other guy on the stage clapping. Yeah, good work.
Right?
Yeah. It may seem oversimplified, but are you trying new things? Are you dabbling a little bit over here? Oh, hey, I'm going to do... Never say this in your business. Oh, I do that this way. Never repeat
Here's
this in your
another good one,
business.
Brad. I know that that's what they train, but we do this just a little bit different.
Oh my gosh.
I know what they said on Monday night. Here's a good one. I know what Dr. A said on Monday, but we do it a little bit like this. Great way to absolutely screw up your business. You now have a control business. You now have to confuse people when you come into rooms like this, and you're like, but they said it this way, and you're firing off text messages. What should we do? Good news, I haven't gotten any of those text messages, so I can say that with a clean heart. But I used to. It's like, oh my gosh, what's going on? It can cause confusion. You follow the system, the path to optimal well-being. And also, sometimes people are like, well, I found a shortcut. Okay, how long have you been in the business? Have you found freedom? You know, I know a lot of people, actually not a lot of people, but you can easily transfer a 60-hour work week job for a better paid 60-hour work week job. And you're like, what's wrong with that, Doug? Yeah, when you want to take a week or two off and go on vacation, you're like, I can't. I'm glued to my phone. I'm not trying to say that to scare some of you. Some of you guys are like, I would love to be on vacation if I wanted to. But it's just things like that. You don't have to reinvent the wheel. If you follow the system, we want to be able to help you to transfer the skills, but also find freedom on the other side so you can start. And that's the advantage of having Dan and Dr. A, be a mile ahead of us, or 30,000 miles. Absolutely. Sure, absolutely. Right.
Absolutely. All right, next slide. Which goes hand in hand with the last one, not using your support team. There is a rocket fuel to this business, and it's being lockstep with your support team. There should literally be like, you can't tell where your support team ends and you begin. Like, my goal is to literally be in step with Dave and Terry at all times. I actually live in their house now, so I can be close to them.
Hold on, Brad. Did you move back in with mom and dad?
I am 34 years old, and I live with mommy and daddy.
Hey, Brad, are times getting tough?
No, they're really good. We're actually building a new house.
Yeah, you are. Okay.
A bigger place to create more community. We have a vision. So, but in all seriousness, because we want to get through all these, is your support team is an asset, not an excuse. So coming alongside of them, because there is multiplication in edification. So you want to come right alongside them and be hip to hip. You want to be. I make it as easy as possible for Dave and Terry to work with me at all times, and that is when my business started to really take off. I know this sounds simple, but some of you guys are making this mistake in your business, or you have coaches in your business that are making this mistake.
See this? It was bleeding, and there was like a streak of blood on my face, and I went to the shop with that. Anyway, hi, I'm back. Guess what? Was I wearing this yesterday? Yes, I was. That's right. I remember I showed. It's my selfie G. It's my new prized possession. Because the thing I got to wear is too big at the moment, and it's a lot of material. So I don't know how to adjust it. So I'm gonna put this in. Okay, so we are back. Look, in between last night and the stream, I'm not streaming, and my video right now, I have watched Erin and Susan, her trainer, break down an Optavia training. So many times you have to use those quotes when you talk about Optavia. I think they're hitting my worst MLM as well. And I know JJ also hates Amare, and I really hate Amare because of, the addiction and mental health stuff. But I think I seesaw between both of them. Like some days I'm like, Amare is the worst, and then some days I'm like, Optavia is the worst. But they're both the worst. They're equal the worst. Anyway, yes, it was an interesting training. It was based on, I think, something from that good old Facebook group that we joined yesterday. And wow, there was a person on the, what is it with people named Bethany? I don't think I've met a single Bethany. I think I know one Bethany who's good. A single one. And the rest are terrible. Yeah, so this woman was saying how people were on her hundreds list because they were fat. She actually said that, like, out and out. But Susan came up with the saying of the century, shove that in your Jesus hole. She said something snarky before it, but that was good. I like Susan. She's very blunt, because she knows what she's talking about. Anyway, let's get back to, have we still got idiot face? Idiot face. What a coincidence! I just noticed. Be a joy to your support team. Like all the time? You can't have real human emotions? I hate it here.
Or you have coaches in your business that are making this mistake.
No. If you're wondering, well, how do I start using my support team more? If you're in action, it will be self-explanatory.
Yes.
If you're not in action, you'll be like, what should I? Okay. Get in action and watch how quick you're like, ooh, never.
What does that mean? Being in action. What does that mean? Because you're just describing. If you're not doing, if you're not supporting your team, then you won't know how to support your team. Look about how do I support my team? Well, you just got to support them, and then you'll know how.
Today is a special day for us because our next dream is coming true. We're going to talk about Bigfoot.
I love the behavior panel so much. I really want to send them Dugwood. He's not a criminal, sort of, allegedly. I mean, MLMs are very unethical. Wouldn't mind looking into the books of the Valor Global Online School and any funding it might qualify for. Ah, Duggy Dug. I don't know if you can do 100 calories in jail. I'm sure you can get some gum, so at least you'll have some fucking snacks, mate. P.S. As a reminder, Optavia lists 2 sticks of gum as a snack. Yes. Something you cannot swallow. Well, you shouldn't. How many times have you swallowed gum? Put it in the comments. I can't count. I've swallowed gum many times.
Thought of that, I think I might send a text or a phone call. Number 6, moving along very quickly, not having an active 100s name list, or I call it a war room.
Oh, you got to have your 100s name list with everybody who's fat, because that's what Bethany said. Sounds like my little puppy is hiccuping or sneezing in his sleep. He just said the war room. Now, I have regrets from when I visited London that I didn't go to the war room, which was an underground bunker that they did all the manoeuvring for World War II in with Winston Churchill. And I'm a big fan of World War II history. And, you know, like, I have a lot of respect for Churchill. It's very strange because he was very conservative and, you know, fiscally responsible and blah, blah, blah. It's cognitive dissonance, and I'm aware of it. So, yeah. God damn it, what was I talking about? Oh, yeah, I didn't get to go see it because I was just an idiot. But I did go to Harry Potter World, and J.K. Rowling hadn't completely ruined it at the time. I also would have liked to have gone to the British Museum where they have the Egyptology wing. Why didn't I think of that? I love Egyptian history. Anyway, the point is, a war room, that's a weird association to have, sponsoring coaches and passing down disordered eating patterns. And you're trying to say that you're in the war room, just like Winston Churchill was. Shut up, bitch.
But Doug, I've been coaching for like 3 years. Like I have like 10,000 in frontline volume. Should I really have a hundreds list?
You know what's, Brad, is interesting is you probably don't have a weight loss list. You just have a people to get healthy list.
I do.
Isn't that right?
Yes.
Ew. Ew.
When you become a transformational coach, you don't have weight loss coaches. You just have people. And it starts to look like that. And some of you, you're in the room, some of you recognize your own war room. You can give a whoop whoop if you want. Thank you for letting me use your war room. But have a war room. Go. You're creating something massive here. Get these names out, like Tia said. Draw the circle around them. Start praying on them, loving on them, and go start some conversations.
You know, I remember Dan Valentine. You know, him and Megan helped a lot of people very quickly. And I remember him sharing one of the first things. One, he said that he decided to double the action that you and Eric suggested that he did. But he said him and Megan make a new 100s list every single month. Every single month. So just it goes.
That's right. Number 7, cardinal sin or cardinal rule is don't mess with people's money.
Hang on, he said something like, God damn it. Because I was listening to,
Him and Megan make a new 100s list every single month. Every single month.
oh, that sounds like a nightmare. Why? Because you need more people all the time? Oh, nightmare, my God.
So just it goes.
That's right. Number 7, cardinal sin or cardinal rule is don't mess with people's money or spouse. I think a spouse one's pretty self-explanatory. At least
I don't think we need to get into the spouse. I think this room gets it. But what do you mean by money? How would you mess with somebody's money?
Yeah, great question, Brad.
So you're not going to give them how to overcome objections with a partner who raises any? You're not going to say, oh, you can tell your husband you're going to be a sexy wife if you lose weight. No? You promise not to do that? But you are doing that, aren't you?
You and I have been friends a long time. I can't see your connect.
You can't.
Your support team is David and Terry. I have no access to Brad's connect. Therefore, we wakeboard together and wear goofy ties. We even vacation together and take pictures of weirdness with cactuses. But Brad does not know what my group volume is. Brad does not know last month if I grew by 10% or went backwards by 5%.
Doesn't matter. Everybody knows. You're wearing yours, Doug. What labels you got on? Everybody knows. Fuck off.
That's none of his business. And Brad would never send a text like, hey, how was your month? And we're over here like, you see what I'm saying? Because what if I turn around and told him like, hey, I'm trying something new. Yeah, it kind of sucked. Hey, have you been having shipping issues too? Hey, oh, you've been having? Next thing you know, I'm giving him advice. I don't know the full story. Remember, he's been down the road a little bit. I can actually mess with his business, mess with his money by giving him advice. Or here's another one. Brad, hey, can you help me out a little bit? My support team's really busy, and they don't have much time for me. And so can you just hop on a Zoom and maybe tell me how you and Ashley are working together?
Oh, yeah, I'm a hero coach, and I'm obviously doing it much better than your support team. So let me help you out there.
That's absolute bullshit. Doug gets on calls all the time. Sorry, I just turned my volume up, so
Guys, you want to screw up your business? Say, seriously, this is going to be the most direct I can get. Start talking to coaches. If you can't see their connect, there's a conversation, there's a respect conversation that you just don't want to mess with someone's money. Yeah. And it happens.
The only reason he's saying that because somebody's messed with his money. Definitely.
It can't happen. You don't want to do that. You know, the best thing to do is what? Change the conversation. Say, you know what? That's a great question. You should talk to your support team about that.
Yeah, I bet Doug does that. I bet he does. He's such an honorable person. Definitely.
To even on a higher level, I know this is kind of exaggerated, but look at these two beautiful gentlemen rocking the wetsuits right here. I think you had to tie that tie for me, by the way.
Yeah, probably.
I didn't know how to tie a tie. But
this is embarrassing. Also, what does big dollars mean? What is it? What? Why did we go big on this? Who cares? This is dumb.
You know how I can mess with thousands of people's lives? Hey, Doug, hey, new global Doug, we're new globals. Hey, man, like we've been having a hard time recently. Oh man, have you been having some issues?
Oh yeah.
Oh dude,
well, we need to have a bitch and stitch.
Yeah. Hey, do you want to like talk about some stuff over here?
Hang out. Yeah, more and talk about. We should hang out in Below the Lineville.
Yeah. We could buy a vacation home together.
Good.
I know that scene.
Below the Lineville. What the fuck? I'm gonna cover this up. I don't want to see that. I don't want to see any of that. What? What is happening? Is that awful Gina? It is. And there's Tia. We get it. You have lots of cacti around you. Bitch and Stitch. It's so cute that you have a name for like talking about actual concerns that are happening. Because what, you're not allowed to have any failures? You're not allowed to discuss those failures? No?
Seems like oversimplified, but here's what it looks like, because we had great guidance from our support team on this. You are going to create friendships and peer relationships that will challenge you, that will increase.
Who's the support team though? Is that the downline or the upline or the what? I'm confused. And also, if you're not supposed to be messing with anybody's money, or however you worded it, don't go to anyone else except for your support team, you guys are doing this together. Is somebody your support team that you're letting down right now? I am very confused. It doesn't make any sense.
Your desire to move forward. Make sure that you're never advising them. If someone ever has a hard time, you know why Doug is my best friend? Because in every area of my life, business and in life, he's been the person to challenge me to be like, why are you thinking that? Sounds like you need to go talk to your support team.
Here's what a real friend does, because we have had to do this when we both went.
Oh, okay, thanks. Yep, tell us about real friendship. Also, I don't know this man. I have never seen this man. I don't know his name. Is it David? This is your best friend, Doug? Why haven't you mentioned him? I've never heard him mention him. Also, I've been looking at this dude underneath here, right? He looks like he has a disease because everything else just looks fine. His arms are the same size now. His back looks the same. His legs look the same. Actually, his legs look stick thin. And then that bloating, it looks very concerning.
Below the line. Brad, you really need to have a chat with Dr. A, Dan, David, or Terry.
Yep.
That's what a friend does.
Yes.
And he said the same thing to me a few different times, okay? So we've held that line because it's a healthy place to be. And you know what? You can build a pretty good
We've made
business
ourselves better because of it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Does that make sense? Is that...
Yep.
Hang on. No, you didn't build a big bit. You're not allowed to talk about how good your business is. You just said before. As if they aren't also equal fucking business people. They're making a lot of money. We know it. You wouldn't be on the stage if you weren't.
Okay, good.
Number 8.
Okay, let's go for it.
Number 8, not using social media effectively. Look at Michelle and Gina. Are they not living life? Having fun? Having fun. They're showing life. I bet more people got healthy from seeing that photo than maybe even a before and after photo. Living your life out loud. Look at this little Miss Tia Wood out there doing a Facebook Live outside about who knows what. And then right in the middle of it, it's mixed in with a great transformation. Are you in the room, whoever this is? That's a cool story. It's like he gave birth.
He gave birth. Yeah. That's generally not how men lose weight, though. So it's weird. Why don't you know who this is? Who's on your fucking slide? Did you just... Oh, here's a random person. You're not that fucking busy and important. And tell me again how this made people join. 2 random women, one piggybacking the other. Oh yeah, I want to join her in what she's doing. Yeah, Tia doing a Facebook Live on who knows what. It doesn't fucking matter. I don't fucking care. Ugh.
That's really cool. That's really cool. No, it's like, look at it.
Oh, and then
and it's like a tattoo one, so it's like, it's legit. And hey.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's not okay. It's hilarious. It's hilarious to be this... So funny to be this man. There aren't probably half the crowd in there that are that, because that's who they target. This human has value in this picture and in that picture. Disgusting. I'm disgusted by these people.
Hey, here's one other way to not screw up your business is you don't have to manipulate photos to make it look like more or less. Look at that. The same distance away. Just below the knee, that one happens to be right at the knee. Side to side, no one can ever be like, yeah, it's not even the same person, because I see some blown up and far away. I'm like, just give the same angle. Like right now, I see some face photos going around. Brilliant. I think Gina and Adam, shocking, creating stuff like that. Just get creative with your social media. Number 9. Ooh,
Comparative thinking. I'm just gonna let that one sit there for a second.
Well, they can read the slide. Let's just read them real quick. If only my spouse were here right now in this room, it would just.
Doug, do you want to try listening? Hang on. Let's listen to what he said just then, right?
Just get creative with your social media. Number 9. Ooh,
Comparative thinking. I'm just gonna let that one sit there for a second.
Well, they can read the
I'm going to let that one sit there for a second.
slide. Let's just read them real quick.
Let's just read them real quick. Okay, so I'm not going to let it sit there. Did you guys practice this before you fucking did it? Because it doesn't seem like you did. Okay?
If only my spouse were here right now in this room, it would just. I hope he's getting it. Why is he out getting coffee right now? What happens if this training is for you? Maybe it's not for him.
If only my spouse was healthy, my business would grow.
Ah, so I see. So your business can only grow because you're hung up on your spouse not being healthy.
Yeah.
Okay. Interesting concept. Absolutely not true. I don't have a big weight loss story. I think we've already trumped that. Ooh, I don't have time. Program is expensive. If you think the program is expensive, you come up with cost obligations or whatever it is. Cost, help me. More than anybody. Until you realize how affordable and what an investment this is. And of course, the
Tell us
story I'm
how?
telling myself.
Yeah.
Sometimes we gotta go back to facts.
Wait. How is it not expensive? What do we... Hang on. Let's hear him explain that again, because he didn't.
Program is expensive. If you think the program is expensive,
You don't make as much money as me. That's what he should say. He buys them and he doesn't even need them.
you come up with cost obligations or whatever it is. Cost, help me.
Cost obligations. Okay, or whatever they are.
Help me.
And thanks for his best friend there not helping him with it. Do you mean a budget? Budgeting?
More than anybody. Until you realize how affordable and what an investment this is. And of course, the story I'm telling myself.
What? He just said it's not. That was his getting over. It's expensive. No, it's not. It's affordable. It was like what, $200 a month per person, 5 a month, and or maybe over 200, and you have to buy a lead and greed. And if you have anyone else in your life, you have to buy extra food for them. And I'm sure you have to buy things like, like just your general things. Wow, that was terrible.
Telling myself. All right.
Insert anything you want. The real truth is that leaders are born in the dark. And if you are focused on where you're going and you do the consistent work, you don't have to worry about comparative thinking because you'll be so focused on your action. And that's where leaders are built.
Yeah. Number 10, as we're taking notes.
Don't think about it. Don't think about it. Are you failing? Don't think about it. Is it too expensive? Don't think about it. Don't think about it. Don't think about it. That's the Optavia way.
Blaming.
This is so much fun, Doug. Like, these are great topics.
Oh, I know. That's why we had to open with some laughter. Because we wanted the whole thing to be fun, but we're like, dude, this is serious stuff. So you still love us, right? Are we good?
We good?
3 more minutes of just kind of giving everybody like, oh my gosh, what happened?
It's kind of like a good spank. Like, you don't like it, but you kind of do like it. Later.
Spank me more.
Doug.
Blaming spawn.
I missed that. I am going to regret this. Even though I know it's going to be disgusting. Why are they always doing that?
So you still love us, right? Are we good?
We good?
3 more minutes of just kind of giving everybody like, oh my gosh, what happened?
It's kind of like a good spank. Like, you don't like it, but you kind of do like it. Later.
Spank me more.
Doug.
I am very glad that we can't see the stage at the moment. It's kind of like a good spank. I'm trying to eat here. But he's like, oh yeah. If anyone has a gag reflex reaction right now, right there with you. Oh God, why? No one cares about your sex life. Just fucking Wear a gimp mask and shut the fuck up.
What?
Blaming sponsor, blaming situations with the company, blame in general. Come on up above the
Guys,
line.
here's the last deal. Repeat after me. If it's going to be, it's up to me. There we go. I think they're ready.
Okay, they're ready. Ready for number 11. Lacking abundance and integrity. Whew. I'll just start with encouraging a client to transfer to you. Really? You would do that? We took the stand a few years ago. We don't accept transfers. We don't take other people's mess. They have a coach.
I wonder if this one's still happening. Why does your company allow it? That's what I would ask. Because I don't think you can do that. Like, that's what got Christopani in trouble. Because she got somebody to quit and then sign up underneath someone else, and she was going to pay him. So why does Optavia let you transfer? Seems like that's the practice. That is the problem. We don't inherit anybody's mess. Oh yeah? You just make your own though, right? We know. We know the people who've left you down line and
Oh, last time I checked, I can't hero coach them or go over and spoon feed them or make their brownie for them without putting on whipped cream. Okay? They're just gonna, and here's my favorite one, when a client comes and tells me, oh, Brad's not there for me. Really? You know what? Brad's got a great coach. Call his coach. Okay?
We can just shortchange this. We've been doing this 10 years. Have you ever had a transfer that worked out for you?
No.
No, it did not. You just inherited somebody else's mess. But there's also a bigger part at stake with this.
wait, what? Hang on. I was too high on myself because I went to pause so quickly. You said you didn't take transfers. You said you didn't take transfers just a second ago, Doug. So why would you have one that didn't work out? Huh? This is all bullshit. Also, why the blood on the hands? That is a very striking metaphor. Who's got blood on their hands? Maybe you guys, because you give people disordered eating and they feel like shit. And then they feel like shit when they fail. And then they feel like shit because they're fat. And then they feel like shit because they think God hates them because they left or whatever.
The reason why we are almost celebrating 2 decades of changing people's health is because that we are integrity as a company. And that sends a bigger message than one client could ever do for your business. So, thank you.
No, it's because you're making money. That's it.
Guys, we don't want to leave you with more questions than answers. Talk to your support team about this. Talk to your global, talk to your Fibble. There's a lot of things about building a deep and a wide business. Some of you guys, you were like peeing yourself when Tia's like, I don't know, he's like 7 or 8 generations. How do you build 7 or 8 generations? You build like this. Yes. And you don't have blood on your hands.
Think about that. When you hear the word transfer, just think about that blood. You won't do it.
What?
Number 12, not understanding the power of your story. You know what? We've got 3,500 rockin' stories in this room. I think that goes without saying, but don't underutilize your story. Some of y'all do need some updated photos. Some of you just, let's really take it to the next level and share your story with power. I was talking to somebody just in the hall, and literally, I'm like, very cool. How, tell me about your transformation. Well, I've only lost like 42 pounds. I'm like, oh my gosh, your life so sucks. I'm so sorry. Well, no, it's just that my coach, everyone else around me has lost like 80. Oh my, you're really not convincing me that you've had a transformation. You see what I'm saying? Share your, Tiana Wright, my cousin, 10 years ago, no, like 5 years ago, she got up and shared. She was like, some people deal with this, but I deal with other stuff. 5 pounds is my.
Do you want to get your story right there, Doug? This whoever, had this like 42-pound friggin' transformation. How boring must that be? Hi, so nice to meet you. Tell me about your weight transformation. Oh, I can't imagine just like how shallow those conversations are.
My world. And she shares her story with passion. That's Megan Cody's coach. It's awesome. Number 13.
This is a big one. And this one you can probably check back on a lot of the other previous slides. So what is it, Doug?
Getting too comfortable. I think there's really, I'm going to speed through this, 2 dangerous incomes to make in Optavia. Somewhere between 2 and 5 income because it solves most of the problems. And then 8 to 12. Don't get me wrong, it's cool income. But you can start recognizing if complacency comes in. Just encourage you to keep your foot on the gas and also attend every event you qualify for. And that includes Monday night trainings. I think
Of course. Playing and spending too soon. What does that mean? 2 to 5K a month. Dangerous. I'd like some definitions around that first dot point, and also where to get your data from. Okay? Because that's interesting that you would know that specifically. Is that when people bow out, they make that, and then they're gone? I'm gonna hazard a guess here that those things are very difficult, and the people probably worked their asses off to make that, and then they couldn't replicate it. So then they dropped. And I think I'd be fairly accurate with that. But what does dangerous mean? Dangerous to who? Yeah, and also anyone who's making $2,000 and over a month is very like under 1% of those people. So it's interesting that you're choosing to highlight those people specifically. And they're on the lower level, so obviously there's people on the upper level who are still getting paid. But you're not. This is terrible advice. I'm so excited.
everyone's qualified for that.
Yeah.
Right? Number 14. Brad, quickly.
Nobody wants to get healthy during the holidays, Doug.
Oh. Well, they may want to hang around until tomorrow. Just because, you know what, we got the Thanksgiving challenge coming up. And you know why? 3,500 people are taking the Thanksgiving challenge. You guys, it's going to be crazy. The next 30 days, when all of us coaches take the Thanksgiving challenge and go out of here, it's going to be crazy. So we ain't going to.
I wonder if this is last year. But also, there's poor people having to not celebrate like their holidays because of can't have nice food. Oh, it's depressing. And Thanksgiving's after Halloween. They would have had to abstain for everything at Halloween. No pumpkin spice. Oh, what a tragedy in that slide.
Wait, I know this group. And number 15, Dan Valentine, what is it? Yeah.
He can't read. Not doing the work.
Not doing the work. My friends, Brad, this thing takes work. This thing takes hustle. It takes some grit. It takes some late nights. It takes some early mornings. It takes being inconvenienced once in a while. It takes contending. And my friends, that is 15 ways not to screw up your business. God bless.
Oh, hallelujah. I am free. Free at last. Free at last. It was sacrilegious to use Dr. Martin Luther King's King's words. Well, that sucks. So does Doug. Doug's suddenly best friend, Brad, sucks. That was all terrible advice. It was so superficial, surface level, and icky. There's no other word. Yeah. Terrible. Absolutely terrible. Have we got a puppy moment? Almost, yeah. We got Miss Buttercup a better. She's got a better collar now, so she's the cutie. Minnie's getting like, what? Why is that dog near your pie? Hello. Hello, Miss Buttercup. Oh, she's a sweetie. She was very brave the other day. She, like, because we go and play. You can see more of the pups on my Instagram, okay? My Instagram is, Echo Tish X, maybe? Okay, look on the last slide. It's on there. Yeah, and they sit on the back steps when we go down. And this little one made her way all the way down the stairs, and she came down and joined us. She hasn't worked out how to use the stairs on the bed yet. So. But they're doing well. They're very healthy, very sweet. And they're at the point where they're like playing on my face when we are trying to sleep. It's great. And 100% sure that Minnie's pregnant. Pretty sure that Mabel is too. So, oh, bye. She was a bit sick yesterday, actually, and Minnie's been sick today. Do you know what I saw in the yard, though? A toad. I hate toads so much. And the dogs, like, they see these. I mean, they are very tempting for my dogs to chase because, like, dachshunds are a hunting breed. Um, and, they're these, like, little jumping things, of course, so tempting. So, and I think Minnie did get a little bit sick. Like, I don't think she bit it. I think she might have just got a little bit of toad poison, so she was a little bit foamy. Freaks me out. I end up, like, sticking my hand down their throat, almost like trying to wash out the toad poison. Yeah, so I hate toads. Haven't seen one in a long time, so I'm like, oh. It's been raining today, so we won't be playing. It was so hot yesterday. We needed the rain. Anyway, I'll let you go. Have a good time. We will be boss babing bingoing next week, and I've got some Dragula to catch up on, as well as checking back in with you. Oh, really? The Enagic people. I wonder if the microphone caught that. That was a terribly cute little sound that she made. She went, oh. Anyway, oh, baby. Oh, sweetie. All right. Have a good one, everybody. And we'll say goodbye.